With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. You look at this Steeler defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Ravens at 8-8 now on the year.
Pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Touchdown! Rashad Bateman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Second down and 6 now. They'll run again with Harris. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Harris diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down. Now it's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 59 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Boston elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. A beautiful fake. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. These two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4. And it brings up third down on the sand. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Najee Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they run with Harris off the option. Gets around him and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 110 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
They'll try to run with Harris. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Off the option, that's complete. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson there to make the grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try to run for him with Dobbins. Shrugs him off. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs.
A big loss on the play. Brings up
Throwing is Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Jackson will throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Tucker's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. Just shy of the 30. Harris will start the drive out. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 3rd down and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up.
Johnson on its poke 3. Football's held. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, That would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. To throw is Jackson. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's going right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved that if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
119 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Third down and 6. Now Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Pickett's throw brought in by Austin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 2. Harris running straight ahead. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Dobbins. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 3rd down and 1. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, But that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to... Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Jackson, options out left. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. It's David Ojabo there for the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
3rd and long for Pickett. Escaping the pressure right. Here's one deep for Pickens. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin, 91 yards. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now Jackson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Dobbins running out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
And nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a 1st down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And it's caught by Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Now Pickett. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Allen Robinson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Pickett to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Jackson. And he fires one incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now Jackson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. Fourth down, here's Jackson. Into the hands of Beckham. He will have the conversion and more than that. Odell Beckham, and that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Pickett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Just a critical breakdown defensively turns this into a huge play. And now you've got to get up to the ball and get moving.
One final shot for Pickett. Over to Harris near the sideline. Well, they came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a one-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
And doesn't it feel like it just leaves them asking what could have been? So many moments when they could have had a big play to change the outcome of this game. And let's face it, none bigger than that final snap that just fell short.
So for the Ravens, they do get the victory that pushes them over 500 for the season as they finish at 9-8. And